beginnings of control. He's going to be throwing lockdown all over the place. Ursa can go into the basher that we usually see. But I also don't feel like NiP is necessarily focusing on fighting as much as they are pushing with these heroes.
Yeah, they got some scary heroes for sure, but ultimately there is going to be a clash, and EG's got a pretty solid lineup. And the Sven got the Warcraft, of course, which is really good against enemy heroes, Ursa and the Lycan.
Yep. And one of the heroes that can maybe actually match up against Lycan, like deal with all his wolves, his necrobooks. With that cleave, it's going to help a lot against dealing with an annoying push that will be coming out.
Yeah, and in the program, you would assume that they're going to stack a decent amount for him. Like, we don't see that in pub, and that kind of is a waste of Sven. That you really need you need stacks for this hero.
This is Fly. He played on OG, and OG were the team that stacked more than anyone else.
Yeah, and it gives you actual gold now for stacking, and they've. At first when it was released, it was like nothing. You got like 10%, but now it's a decent amount, so you're actually happy to do it.
Yep. Well, anytime you're rotating around, Crit Fly will definitely be looking for those stacks to help out their Sven. As we'll see early Bounty Rune fights coming underway. Saxa will be playing that 4 position. Shadow Shaman, it looks like he'll be laning up top. And we'll see who's going to get the better of these early Bounty Runes.
PPD sneaking around bottom.
The battle begins.
Yeah.
Top. It's going to be... Okay, I forgot it.
No one's getting the Bounty Rune on the other side, though.
Guess they're scared.
Looks like PPD's going to win the race, but meanwhile back at top, Shadow Shaman's been stunned up, and if Crit can get some body blocks here, they could find a first blood, but luckily the trees were kind of in the way. Saxa gets very low and will walk all the way back to base to heal up before coming to lane. Lane swaps are happening. NiP switching the Timbersaw up top. It looks like they really want to get these matchups, the Ursa down bottom, the Timber up top. Is there something specific about these hero matchups that they really want?
I think they just want to interrupt Sven as much as possible. I don't think Ursa can be as annoying as the Timber. The only main issue right now is you're going to play a Troy lane top, and he's level 1 Timber. Sure, if Timber is 5, he's not going to die here, but until then, he's not going to even get into the lane right now.
Mid lane will be Lycan versus Viper. Another Toxin coming out. Lycan, with that passive, should have plenty of sustain to fight this Viper. Does need to be careful about those wolves. Already giving away 2 wolf last hits to Sumail, but 5 denies on 33's Lycan.
Yeah. Top lane, Timber is being attacked here. He's gonna go down. Fada.
Yeah, getting very, very low, but even with the passive, the Fairy Fire is going to heal him back up a little bit. Still has stick charges as well. He's being body blocked in, and there's no escape for him. Easy first blood.
Yeah, it's just so smart to put a tri-lane here. They can't, you obviously want to have a good lane with Timber, and if you just tri-lane him, he's useless. And he needs levels badly, and he's still only level 1, and the enemy are about to hit level 2.
Yep.
So things are looking good here for EG.
EG will have definitely the advantage in that top lane. Mid lane, 9 denies on Lycan. We're just like 3 waves in, and already like 9 of the 12 creeps or so have been denied by 33. Maybe a couple of those have been wolves, but that is still a decent advantage going Lycan's way.
Lycan is kind of known for his filthy attack damage. He's just such good at CSing and denying and adding those wolves to the mix there. But yeah, the bottom lane though, they are trailing top, which means that S4 is going to struggle here a lot. He's level 2 though, but he's basically being zoned out now.
That's another hero with pretty filthy attack damage, Shadow Shaman. If you're in a 1v2 against him, he's going to bully you.
Only 79 damage. Nothing wrong with that.
Top lane, Fata, they're going to go in again with the Maldic. Gets the cast bounce, so it goes back to him. He is getting the heal from PPD. Ace Rune on Earth Spirit rolling on in. Can he land this one? Crit gets with the roll, gets the slow to follow it up. Fata, the tick from the Maldic isn't quite going to be enough. He turns to fight. Fata just wants to die. He accepts his death against the hasted Earth Spirit. And there was no revenge to be had as well. Crit will TP himself out of there.
That is so close, man. If they don't die those few times, the Timber, he also has to run all the way now. Definitely hurts. Still level 1 on Timber. It's not the game you want on Fada.
Oh, that is brutal. And Sumail, while there is a lot of denies, he's still last hitting quite fine. He's got 13 last hits with 3 denies of his own, so it's not a complete disaster of a lane for Sumail. It's really just maybe the Brewmaster who's having a bit of a tough time.
Yeah, and that's just one of those heroes that he only needs levels. He gets 6 and he's going to be fine. He can do some key rotation and just get back into the game.
So are we going to have to see Ace get active really early because of he's the one having a really good game right now?
Yeah, I really hope he doesn't go Midas, at least in this kind of game. I feel like it doesn't work out There's only a few heroes that can buy it still. I don't think Ursa is one of them.
He's doing what he can to try to get S4 out of this lane. He's now in just a 1v1. NiP have rotated both supports to the top lane. I think realizing that Ace can basically handle Brewmaster on his own now. But Timberstall's also not a hero you normally want to trail in. This hero needs a lot of experience, but is it just like NiP have to help him out a bit here?
Yeah, PPD looks like he's gonna go down now.
Oh.
We don't underestimate Crit, Earth Spirit.
This was first picked for a reason. We haven't seen Earth Spirit prioritized as like the main full position of this tournament, but EG saying we're gonna first pick it for Crit, and it's doing fantastic so far.
Yeah, but they need to go to Trident top, because the way it was going is Timber was not gonna have a game. At least now he's gonna get a creep wave here.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're sending supports there to secure him some lanes, he's not going to get the experience that he really wants. So Vata off to a very, very poor start this game, and we'll see what the plan's going to be. It looks like Chen is just going to rotate bottom. Maybe just try find a kill on S4. If you can get a good creep or something for this, that may be a better plan. And just accept that this top lane is lost and try and find some bigger wins elsewhere on the map. And also bounty runes are coming up, so it looks like PPD is going to be trying to secure some of those for the team.
Yeah, 4 seconds. PPD, can he get it? As first level 4. Okay, good sneaky Reno.
Oh, and looks like Crit will get the one up top. There was a Shackles there to try and stop him, but he still picks it up, so 2 apiece.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Crit Earth Spirit, no joke. And right now, all the 3 cores are doing fine. Even the Brewmaster, okay, he's not doing fine actually, but other than that, he's not that important. So as long as he's getting those levels, and Viper is doing absolutely fine here. Still net worth-wise, he is beating the Lycan. And
Brewmaster is still a full level ahead of the Timbersaw. And like you mentioned, like, you know, Brew wants level 6, and you've just got your ultimate. Timber, he needs farm. He's one of those offlaners that can just get a few levels and have an impact. He needs to actually have items to go with it.
And they did last pick him, which you'd think that PPD got some good plan here, but it's clearly not working out.
Yep. They haven't been able to find a good lane for him.
Yeah, and they're gonna kill him here maybe, like an ulting.
Yep. They're rotating on in. Lycan's trying to turn this one around, but with the Viper Strike and the Nether Toxin, it does look like Timber's going to go down. Shadow Shaman rotates in with the Shackles. If they can get the return kill on Sumail, that'd be big. Nice pickup for 33, and he's not done with this early Lycan ultimate. He's going to get 2 kills, maybe even a 3rd for the team. PPD rocks up, gets the last hit with his little zappy lightning creep. That Harpy, very ferocious here in the early game, and 3 kills go NiP's way.
Yeah, you definitely needed that. It was starting to look pretty grim. Even still, though, the Timber, he needs to have a game this soon, or I don't know how they're going to win this. He needs to have a lane to come back in, and he's going top now, Sven. Which this could be a fine lane, because the supports don't really want to trial in top anymore, and you know, the way you play Sven, you just push out and then just go take your creeps. Solo kill.
Pick up a solo kill on Saxo.
Oh, there was Earth Spirit there actually.
Okay.
Helped them out.
Never mind. Yep, Crit. Rolls on in with the Nether Toxin damage, it looks like, and there'll be a regen rune up top awaiting for somebody, as EG still going to be pretty happy despite those 3 kills being picked up. They still need to find a way to get S4 some more levels, but given how well they've done against Fata, this game's looking pretty good. Sven's actually maxing the cleave here. Is this the build you expected to see?
Well, if he's having a complete free lane, I guess he's fine with that, because you just want a non-stop farm. You really, this is one of the carries that benefits so much from farm. Like, he becomes a beast, so we've seen a bit more active Sven still, but this game it feels like it's going to be good in this free game.
Well, you mentioned a more active Ursa build, not the Midas. It's going to be a drums pickup for Ace, it looks like. It's got it queued up at least. Hasn't bought too much of it. Buys the crown now, so we'll see him get active and involved very early on, and already looking to push a tier 1 tower. The siege creeps come out, PPD snags one with the Holy Persuasion, and they do want to try and pressure this tier 1. Something S4 is not really ready to defend without his ultimate.
I don't know if they can rotate here. S4 is kind of setting something up here. They're pretty deep, but it's a level 7 Ursa. It's only got a clap.
He wants to maybe draw the aggro off the tower, but Ursa will immediately chase him away, and another creep wave coming in. This will be a tier 1 tower. Will not get last hit by Ace, but
whoops. So, not too unhappy about that. Yeah, there's a Viper though. He's taking all farm in the jungle, which I'm sure Ortiz is not too happy about. He can't really stack because Viper just takes it.
talked about how NiP just want to push down towers and don't care as much about teamfight. They've already taken a tier 1 and they're not done. They're also diving down bottom. Ace wants to get this kill on S4. Pop the ultimate to try and get it. Needs to get 1 or 2 more right clicks. Crit. Oh, he misses the roll and he's on a cliff. The baton has been passed. Arteezy says, take this crit. You're now the Cliff Lord. But they'll get the revenge kill because it's Arteezy rotating in to bring down Ace. As Crit will roll himself back on down.
And an Ancient Stag waiting for him.
Yep.
Not too unhappy about that.
He tips Arteezy. There we go.
EG. Well, at least Timber gets finally some levels here in the off lane without being contested. He's got his Soul Ring. Yeah, the Sven is kind of being 5k net worth right now already.
Yeah, and on the NiP side, you've got, you know, Ursa and Lycan farming well, but they don't really have that hard carry to match up against the Sven in the late game, perhaps.
It's going to be minute 10 now, so getting that level 6 on Shadow Shaman is going to be good, so they can just keep getting a tower down easily.
Oh, unfortunately for EGS, was not level 6 quite yet, so he's going to rotate on in, but he needs a couple creep blasts. He's trying to get that level 6. Can he get it? He's hitting creeps just to try and get his level 6. He does hit it from the creeps. Now he's going to immediately pop the Primal Split. Turn around, wants to go on AC. That's a big kill if they can get it. Viper Strike comes on the backline. Sumail just trying to hold his own, but he knows he can't run away from the Lycan. He'll get brought down. Ace still alive. He's just holding his ground with the Enrage. He's so damn tanky. This Ursa just won't say die, and EG are being overrun here. Ace still fighting S4. Needs to be careful with the Drunken Brawler. 1 more right clicks will be the death of him. S4 barely gets the kill. That's a solo kill from him on the Brewmaster. Yeah. Can he get out of here?
S4 should be dead here.
Yeah, with the shackles, no way out.
Give the kill to Timber, honestly, but Lycan says, no, I want that, and Lycan is having a really good game. He's got the creeps, he's gonna go for the Necro build, which is gonna work really well. Like the Viper is a slow, annoying hero, and when you have a hero like Lycan who just runs at him, he can't defend himself with all those creeps, so he needs to buy some kind of defensive items for that.
That's kind of what ended up happening there. Lycan did most of the damage in that team fight. Over 2,000 damage dealt. He's the one that gunned down the Viper and just really won the fight for NiP. Luckily for EG, the Brewmaster hit 6 and managed to get the kill on the Ursa, because if he doesn't get that kill, that's a complete disaster of a fight.
Looks like they bought their book for the Chen, who's now level 5. I guess they just want that heal so they can team fight against the Brew. I mean, it's so much. 300 heal, and if you take a team fight with that against the Brewmaster, you can actually take it and Lycan,
well, he doesn't have ultimate, so
a bit out of position there. That's the highest net worth as well, so not happy about that.
Have NiP done enough with their like early tier 1 towers that they're taking with their push draft, or do you think they need to keep doing more, obviously, but do you think they aren't far enough ahead?
No, I think EG is in a pretty fine state, honestly. I don't think they need to worry. As soon as they have Brewmaster ult, they can just go. But the Rasta is going to be 6 soon.
Yep.
So we just see them keep going here. And the Chen, also level 6 in 1 experience.
Fortunately, though, with Chen taking the book, they don't have Serpent Wards, or they'd be able to get this tower.
Yeah, they really needed that Rasta wards.
And they are 5-manning a lot, so that means Rasa is not getting much in the way of experience here, as they are going to get the Atos coming out on the Timber Saw. He immediately gets brought very low. Will Timber Chain on out of there, but Sax has got the wards. He hits traps, fly up, gets the kill with the wards. The wards are still here for this fight, or the tier 2 tower push. S4 is just going to use the Primal Split, it looks like, to try and take some of them down. So wards will go down, and will be the end of the push here.
I'm not too happy about that. Chen will die from this as well.
Does look like
only get a Witch Doctor, not the tower. It's also Lycan ult committed, which is super long cooldown. And apparently they did have a book still. So I was surprised Chen was so high level without a book.
Okay.
They sent it super late. I thought they would just use it at minute 10 at once and just take a tower, but Sax guy is now level 7.
Maybe just didn't have the money for it or something.
Yeah. Well, the next target, they need to get middle. With the next Rasta wards, should be pretty easy. And meanwhile, Teasy is just mass farming here.
Especially if they can push while that Brewmaster Split is still down. But the issue is Brewmaster Split is down, but their key ultimates, Shadow Shaman and Lycan, they're also down to match it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So EG Smoke up there, playing aggressive now around this middle lane. They may find PPD, who's just respawned and picked up a creep. He's not really the ideal hero to go on. They want bigger fish. And it's going to be Timbersaw, who they get the Maledict on. They burst him down. Fata, his woes continue. And Sumail is going to find his nemesis. PPD goes down in the mid lane, and a tier 1 tower as well. EG picking up all kinds of bounties in this mid lane.
Yeah, if you just keep interrupting their pushing like this, just get pickoffs, it's going to be pretty easy for EG right now. But late game, I don't know, it's not a clear cut that NiP will just lose by default. Ursa and Lycan scale's pretty scary. So it's going to be the better team fights of mid game, and whoever gets Roshan, really.
And Ursa's always a hero that can kind of hold his own against the Sven. With Enrage up, you're not dying to God Strength, you're happy to trade right clicks a bit. You're going to have a Basher to go through his BKB, so I don't feel like the Sven is going to love that matchup necessarily.
Yeah, just the main issue is the Timber. Like, he's not going to be a hero this game unless they need to win a team fight with him, where he gets a few kills. Because if you're playing versus 3 core versus 2 core, with farm, it's not something you can win late game.
Yeah, that Timber is bottom 3 in terms of net worth right now. That is not a pretty sight for the NiP side or NiP fans out there.
And it was a last pick Timber.
Well, Bartha just in full recovery mode, has a hood queued up. He just needs anything he can get to stay alive. Problem is this Atos makes it very difficult for him to play into EG's draft. And on top of that, if he doesn't have reactive up, the Nether Toxin's going to stop him from building it up with that break.
Yeah, like he will die so quickly.
We've seen it already in some of these fights as Banner Runes come up, and it will not see any kind of a clash over them. EG take the bottom 2, NiP take the top 2. And NiP have slowed things down a little bit. They're not going all in on these pushes right now, but given all these heroes up top, it does look like they may want to try to take that tier 2 tower. Shadow Shaman with Serpent Wards, Lycan with Necro Books. Very difficult to defend into that without committing your entire team, which may just be the call if you're EG.
I don't know if they can commit top here. It would be good to go before Sven has BKB, and it's going to be really close. They do get with all the summons.
That
want to get out.
tower just melted. And that's,
Ken is basically sacrificing himself, that if they can't smoke there, he'll just tank it.
You let PPD die.
Yep. Not too unhappy about that. I mean, you get a tower. And the wards, Serpent Ward looks like they're not going to go down, so you're not going to feed away that gold.
Yep.
But the Sven is very close to his BKB, level 2 ult, so he's going to be able to join the next fights. And if he goes a Blink Dagger as well after that, and just jumps on the Rasta or the Chen, they'll get killed in 2 attacks pretty much.
Yeah. Imagine that's going to be what he wants to go for. Fly is going to get ran at by the Lycan ultimate. Has a cast gear, but he's going to die before he even gets a chance to use it. And Shadow Shaman swoops in as well, and that's a Shadow Shaman, I believe, has an Aether Lens already, so Saxa with that extra cast range is going to be very tricky to deal with as well. Just level 8, not much in the way of experience, but that's because of the nature of NiP's draft and how they played it. Just a lot of group up and push, and they're getting gold, experience-wise not having quite as good of a time.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the Roche soon. We obviously have NiP who can kill it super easily, whereas EG kind of don't have the heroes for that.
Do EG have to contest it, or...?
Yeah, I definitely feel like they want to contest that. Like, there's no way you just... Because you're in a good position and kind of ahead, so...
Roll in with the kickback, and then Atos to follow it up. Ursa in all sorts of trouble here. Has the Enrage. He's going to pop it and probably just look to run away, but he's still being slowed, and there's another roll coming in from Earth Spirit as they go blinking forward, looking for more.
And this is EG's timing right now. They're so strong right now, and your carry just dies in the middle, and you're fairly nearby. You just leave him, and that's not a good sign at all.
And they have no ultimates, though. Shaman, Lycan, both ultis on cooldown. Those are the 2 big ones, and they're forced to just back off entirely.
Sven is going for the dagger. He can also just initiate on the Lycan creeps and just kill them very easily. It's a lot of gold, and it basically removes all Lycan's damage, honestly, so this is getting kind of tough.
This is a very good place to have a ward for EG2. They're just camped by this cliff, waiting for anybody to move forward. You know, if you fight at that ward, EG is going to have a big advantage with vision, and for NiP, they just can't go up that ramp without probably feeding away their lives at this point.
So they do what they can to disrupt. Delay as much as possible.
Needs to be careful. He is low on mana here. If he gets mana burned or hit by this Centaur Stun, he could be in some trouble. Gets purged up and...
Scared to commit here.
Yeah. He does have the ultimate. He is going to throw it out now. He wants to go for this solo kill. Looks like Centaur Stun is there. Yep, sees him mid. He's going for the solo kill, and S4 is going to be brought down. The stick charge is not enough. The Timber Sword did die in the mid lane to Sumail. 33.
Timber again. Not like this.
What do you do when you're this far behind? Is there an item or adjustment you can make when you're having such a bad game?
I don't know. It's you just have to accept that you're not going to be that super tanky
Radiant are scanning.
Timber, and just have to do. He's just going team items, which is fair enough. Like his other two cores are doing okay. And you know, we just see the difference here with S4 having almost the same net worth as Timber, but S4's impact in a team fight or in the game in general is way higher just because of the hero.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And we just see the rat. They're gonna get the bottom one.
Under attack.
Doesn't even have to commit the Serpent Wards. Will it be denied? He seems to have an idea of where he is. Gets the tower last hit to the Radiant creeps, and Saxa will just TP on out. The next Rolling Boulder also going to miss. Heads up play from the Shaman.
Yeah, ice cold. As for hitting level 2 ult now. Going for that Vlad's. Just going mass armor. Like with the Vlads and the Warcry, they're gonna be so tanky on their supports. Normally you just can insta burst the Witch Doctor or something, but when they have Vlads and the Warcry, it's gonna take a little bit.
Smoke up from NiP. They've got this fresh BKB on Ace, so that break is no longer going to affect him quite as much.
They don't have Lycan ult though, which is a crucial spell. 12
It's up in
seconds.
10, yeah. Very close, and it does look like they may be just eyeing off Roshan here. They did manage to deward that cliff, so EG, Warcry forward, they want to try and take this fight. They've got the BKB of their own. The Serpent Wards are going to drop nice and early. Ace goes charging with the BKB. He wants to go onto Crit here. Can he block the rollout? No, Crit gets back down to the low ground. That's going to keep him alive. Viper Strike comes out. It's looking to slow down the chase here as Ursa and Lycan, with that Shapeshifter, just charging after people looking for kills. But EG, they scatter, they get out. They don't take any casualties. Can S4 get the blink away? Doesn't need it. He wants to hold his ground and fight, but unfortunately going in, Arteezy, his fan's being shackled down. He does have the BKB. He's going to turn and fight now. No BKB for Ursa.
Lycan ult.
Yeah, a lot of sustain coming out on the EG side with that Warcry. Speaking about sustain, it's going to be the Hand of God on NiP, but that's not enough to save the Lycan. The chase now on. They want the Ursa. They have the break with the Atos. He's locked in place. He turns to fight Arteezy. He knows he just can't run away. Sumail's slowing other heroes as well while this is all going on. They've lost PPD. They lose 4, and it's a complete disaster for NiP. EG just hiding around the Ursa BKB, and they just re-engage with their own.
Yeah, they try to. Ursa tries to kill the Earth Spirit, but the Warcry comes up and he takes no damage. He can just roll away, and Lycan tries to chase him down, but he can't catch him. And once the Lycan ult is out, there is zero way you can fight him back, but it's still trying. They just lose badly. So
he's a hard kill. He's got 2,000 health on this Earth Spirit with the Spirit Vessel. So it's an important kill to get at the start of a fight, but it's not an easy one.
Yeah, the strength gain on that hero, 4.4. He gets a lot of health.
Yeah, and then you chuck a Warcry and you're looking at an extra 400 or so health on there as well, so very difficult kills to get.
It feels like they struggle to kill people at all right now. The Viper maybe can Lycan just run in at him and kill him. See her again. Did his 3 go on this point? Lycan comes in here without ultimate, and I don't know what he's trying to achieve here. Like, there's nothing Lycan can do.
And at this point, when your Ursa doesn't have BKB, he's getting kited. He's getting hit by Atos, he's getting hit by the break, the Earth Spirit slows, and Lycan ultimate, like you mentioned, wearing off, and at that point there's just nothing you can do without Lycan ult, without Ursa BKB, and unfortunately, Ace just doesn't have quite enough damage when he pops that BKB. See what he looks to pick up next. I imagine Basher. Yeah, he's got the Basher, so that'll maybe allow him to not get kited. Ursa just watches the Earth Spirit roll away in that situation when he pops his BKB. He's going to farm some Necro Books. Can he get it before it expires? Yep, plus 200. Another plus 200. A lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold. So what do they need to do right now? Like, they need, ideally, just get a pickoff or 2 on a core and just go Roshan and force buybacks. But that's easier said than done. Here to go Crit though. He is tanky, as we talked about.
It's Crit. He's basically a core in a lot of these EG games, and they are looking to bring him down. They block the rollout. That's going to be probably enough race to bring him down. A couple more right clicks.
He's not dying.
And that's without the Warcry. We saw last fight with the Warcry. He doesn't die. Sumail's being war trapped here. He does break one of the wards so he has an escape, but he's shackled now. He can't get out of this one without the buyback on Earth Spirit. EG may just lose this fight. And you mentioned if they can win a fight and go into the Roshan pit, that's fantastic for them. Buyback from Witch Doctor. EG want to take this one. Arteezy runs in with the BKB God Strength. Who can he find? Who can he kill? Doesn't look like he's actually locking onto anyone until now. He finally gets the stun out. Looks to go on the Ursa, but can't quite do enough damage to kill him. 33 without ultimate here. Maybe in some trouble. He's been maledicted as well. That's going to be a dead Lycan and Shaman. fly a bit low and healthy, but Arteezy still chasing. Blink Dagger's being used, but another stun in a few seconds here. The Chakram's only going to do so much to stop Arteezy chasing PPD. He knows
enjoy this one.
It's PPD. You got to get the old EG captain.
S4 taking the kill away. Not cool.
Oh, no.
But see there, it's almost like ideal situation for NiP there to get like a good kill on the Earth Spirit, and he doesn't have buyback, and they just run down the Viper, but even so, they still lose the fight. So if EG just don't get picked off like that.
It was just one buyback on a Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
You can see how strong Arteezy is.
They're just getting stronger. He's got the dagger and the AC coming up now. Level 3 ult. And level 20 coming up. Should probably go ahead and pick that Storm Hammer cooldown, which is really good. I'm not a huge fan of that lifesteal at all. I don't feel like you need it.
The sustain isn't really the problem for this Sven in the fights. That's not the way it seems.
Just lock down a hero and just hit him, and they will die.
Yep.
You see here, Ace, no dagger. He's got BKB though, and he's gonna have to use it.
Gets blinked in, stun, the follow-up Earth Spirit stun as well. He's already going to be incredibly low. Doesn't look like he wants to pop his BKB right away. Pops the Enrage instead to dispel off the slow. And we'll get out without using the BKB.
Really good. I think a lot of players there would use the BKB in a bit of a panic, but not Ace. Cool. Very important. He needs that for sure. Otherwise, he's going to massively kite in fights.
Wood coming out to just delay this push. There were some NiP pings towards this bottom lane. They may want to split push here. They've got Lycan and Shaman down bottom. Are they going to go for some kind of a base trade play?
They could commit everything here, but then...
Yeah, they drop the serpent wards. They're going to force EG back. Lycan's here as well with potentially a Howl usage. They're going to do some good damage here. Viper TP's in, has the Nether Toxin. He's going to get to work on these Necrobooks. The Howl gets popped here, and they may lose a tower off of this one. They don't have Glyph, and Tier 3 tower getting brought low. Necrobooks have been cleared out. Serpent wards will get it low, but it doesn't look like that'll be enough damage to kill it off.
That is a lot of gold you gave away, though.
Yeah,
to be honest.
You're trading gold for tower damage here, which...
Yeah, if you get the tower, sure, that would have been worth it, but not getting the tower... And now EG will absolutely be aware of the tower being low, so they're just going to make sure to push out bottom a lot.
Yeah. Well, things settle down a bit, and for NiP, that's also the Serpent Ward cooldown again that's being used, so they're going to have to be a little bit more cautious about taking a team fight at this stage.
PPD again. Arteezy, he's only focusing him.
And this time Arteezy gets the kill.
Where's the tip? No more tipping anymore. Showing respect, very nice.
That's the old meta. And that's PPD, former CEO of Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, they're going for Roche now. NiP should be very thankful that the enemy has a really bad Roche lineup, because this could have done like 10 minutes ago if they wanted to. If they had the right heroes, but...
It's been scanned. Is there going to be a play on this one? And NiP, they're just so far away from this pit though, but Lycan Wolves will go running in soon, so that's going to maybe at least get some vision. It will scout out just how low Roche is. Will they go for the steal? Ace has a blink, isn't going to go for it though. Crit was rolling over to make sure of it. Ace, BKBs, he's just running into 5 heroes. BKB, TP out. Nothing to stop it.
Not sure what that was about.
Yeah, I thought it was... If he went for the steal, that's one thing. Maybe the blink was on cooldown, but... They saw how low Roche was, but no, he doesn't have a blink dagger, of course. Ace going for the drums BKB basher build. So without a blink, they had no way to get in there to go for an Aegis steal.
Yeah, we've seen this a lot. I feel like you still need a dagger, though, with this build. But just skip the drums altogether. Ursa without dagger, and I'm not feeling it.
It's been most of the Ursas at this tournament, though. But yeah, there definitely feels like some games where you could do with it. Serpent Wards get thrown out here. It looks like NiP have found a fight they want to take. The shackles will be cancelled. S4 gets his way out of the Serpent Wards. And 33, the bash comes in. Ace freshly picked up. Basher helps get a kill, and yeah, without the Lycan ult, the Lycan had a BKB, but he couldn't really do a whole lot here. Ursa's going to turn and fight. His BKB's being used. He's sitting in the break though, so he's not getting the Fury swipes. And with Sven showing up here, it looks like this could be the cleanup EG are hoping for. They're fighting with an Aegis here, and there's not much NiP can do. Magnetize just spreading all over NiP's sides, and they're going to be grabbing their sides as they walk back to Fountain, or worse yet for Ace, he's going to be brought down. And it looks like another lost fight for NiP. EG just going from win to win around the map. 33 hoping to not get caught out here. He does not have a TP, and he's been scouted. but
Ulting to get out.
pop
Look
the
like he is
ulti.
gonna die though.
There's a lot of stun here, and they should have the damage as well as a potential another roll. The kick is there. Can 33 outrun this? TP is up in about 5 seconds, so looks like they don't quite have the damage to kill him off.
Dire are scanning.
Stone remnants to chase him after the rolling.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is just completely in EG's hand now. They can do whatever they want.
Radiant's
There is no
middle
team
tower
fight from
has
NiP, and Sven had a completely
Dire's
free
bottom
game, and then we
tower
see the
is
strength
under
of this
attack.
hero. He just kills everything.
Look at the tier 3
Dire's
bottom tower
bottom
with
tower
the
has
creep
fallen.
wave and some Lycan wolves, though, so
They did manage to get it.
bit of gold.
Nice.
They can kill shrines now if they really want to. Even going on the range racks with those wolves to do a little bit of damage. So NiP still keeping themselves in this game, even though the gap gets bigger and bigger. And you mentioned late game, it's not totally clear-cut that EG will have the better scaling cores. Is it looking, though, a bit better now for EG, given that they're ahead by this amount of gold?
Yeah, obviously, like when they're ahead this way, it's Sven is just a monster right now. 6k gold ahead of a Lycan.
9k ahead of an Ursa, too.
Yeah, and then once he gets that, can actually get something here. No, they're just gonna go for the shrines. That's free gold. Thank you. I'll take that.
And there's been so much
300
gold
gold.
given to EG from these Necro books and Serpent Wards this game, but
Yeah, where are the stats on that? Production.
that's the nature of these summon push strats, is that you kind of have to feed away gold to, you know, take the game. You're not pushing without using those, and Arteezy thinks he's found himself a kill, pops the God Strength, but a bit of an awkward one as 33 is going for the TP out, but he's got the Stormhammer cooldown, and the Atos is there as well. I don't think, even without the Stormhammer, I think they had other ways to stop that from...
That was very greedy by him. He could have ulted and just run out, or he could have BKB'd and TP,
Yeah.
but he just confidently just say, I can just juke Arteezy around a tree. It's not gonna happen.
Arteezy may not have much luck with cliffs, but no problem getting around a tree, he says.
Yeah. And he's got Daedalus ready now if he wants to buy it. Oh man, he's so far ahead. It hurts so hard.
That is a big worry. And all of those Lycan wolves and summons are just going to melt instantly to one Echo Saber hit. But they are going to go in bottom looking for S4. They don't want to commit to this one. It's a very soft poke from Saxa, who will go for a TP out. And with good reason. Arteezy was rotating on in.
And this is a problem with their lineup. Like they have NiP has a pretty good like run at you, but their pickoff really is lacking. They have no lockdown except on the Rasta, and finding out people and killing them, it's so hard. So the ultimate, you just have to get that team fight. And when you're this far behind, you know, it's definitely not a nice spot to be in.
It's a big creep wave. What's going on here?
Okay, Arteezy.
Another plus 200. What?
It looked like it was Lycan pulling around the creeps.
Some shenanigans to push out the lane. Okay.
Radiant's
Just push
bottom
with this now,
tower
EG.
is under
Got a
attack.
massive creep wave here.
Dire's top tower
Yeah.
is
They're
under
baiting
attack.
it. They're baiting Arteezy here. Can they kill him? No, they cannot.
I mean, NiP is like, we got to farm this creep wave. Let's send everyone up here. Unfortunately, Ursa's not the best hero to farm creep waves, but he'll do his best. Has got the Blink Dagger queued up. Has enough money for it too now, so we'll see level...
Arteezy feeling strong. He wants to go in. 5 versus 2 right now.
Does he know there's 5 though?
And BKB.
Mike going to pop the
Shrine is too
shapeshift.
close.
They want to fight this one. EG do have a shrine yet a TP to take this fight, and it does look like Lycan's going to ulti and run away. Saxa, he's being pinged out. They know he's up here.
Oh,
Fly. Oh, he stops the recall. Is there a blink out? There is not, because he's taking damage here. Now the Stormhammer's there, and it will be the death of Saxa.
meanwhile, middle lane.
What's happening here?
Vada is just dying from the Viper.
Yeah, he's got the Timber Chain away, but that's not going to be enough to save his
Heal.
life.
It's not enough from Shen.
Yeah, with that Spirit Vessel,
And- oh,
crit! Rolling on through deep, but he's got a Crimson Guide. He's been hexed up now. That's a buyback from a Shadow Shaman, but they can't even punish that.
Sven is here. He's
Blink
got
in from
ultimate. He
Sumail.
wants to kill him. You know he wants to kill PPD,
Yep.
and he's going in. Here we go.
All in for PPD. They're going to get the kill. Sumail brings down Peter, and onto the T3 towers they go. Very little NiP can do about this when they still don't have Shapeshift. They've got the Serpent Wards, but their Raxes will drop faster this one. Teasy on the front lines doesn't even have to pop his God Strength for this one.
There's no ratting going on at all right now.
Sumail's just blinking forward. He is so confident with his
continue
Blink
bottom.
4 stuff. Yeah,
Or
go
top.
for another lane, and they head top, and
Sven has ult still. He's so strong right now.
He's saving it for the fight. He's like, well, if they're not going to fight us, I'll just take the racks without it. If they do fight us, then I'll pop the God Strength, and
And NiP is going all in here now. It's now or never.
they've got to find a way in. Ace goes in with the BKB. They get the ward trap in to start things off. Timber Chain goes chaining on through as well. They're trying to burst down the first target. Can they kill off Arteezy? He's getting very, very low. Bobs the BKB to run away. Can he blink out of this when he's going to turn and fight? Arteezy still alive. Gets forced out by Sumail. Sumail saves his life, and EG, they've killed off two already. They go back in. Arteezy says, I don't care how little health I've got. I can blink in and fight with the war cry. EG